Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. I guess what we're going to do today is show you how we do like an emergency way to cook your food with everything going on in the world today. Now, a lot of people have solar power. Not a lot of people have gas. You know, we run off gas, but I am going to change that to electric in the near future. That way, everything here is 100% electric and on our solar. So, because I mean, if anything happened, we could cook on our wood stove, or we could do this. What I'm going to show you now, it's a million videos on the internet about it, and it's a little alcohol stove. I'll show you how we do it and how we cook with it and stuff. So, you know, like I said, with everything going on in the world today, you need kind of redundant things to be able to cook and heat water and boil water, stuff like that. So, what we do is I'll take a piece of 2x4, and you gotta have 2 cans. You can use any kind of can you want, as long as it's the same kind of can, like 12 ounce or whatever, as long as they're the same cans. I just take a Sharpie, and I use this 2x4 as kind of a spacer. That's how deep I want my reservoir. So I just put this right there on this, like I said, on this 2x4, and just spin the can around on it. And that puts a perfect line around that can where I need to cut. Let me put this lid on so I don't get on the bar. I don't know if you can tell or not, but there's a perfect line all the way around it right there, if you can see it. And it's pretty simple. Alright. With that one, just kind of cut it down a little bit to get on that line. It don't have to be perfect, but you want it to be kind of straight as you can get it. You don't want no sharp edges on it either, because it'll, I mean, like, I don't know what you cut, like burrs or whatever on it. I can do a little bit better than this, but I'm just trying to show. So it will cut you. This stuff will slice you if you ain't careful. Real thin aluminum like this. Okay, I'll pick that up, man. That's what we're left with, the bottom. Got a couple little jagged edges on it. You have to watch them, be careful, but that's what you're left with. Alright, here's the other one. I don't have 2 Mountain Dew cans. I got a Dr. Pepper can. So we're going to kind of do the same thing with it. But before I do that, I want to, I'll let that pop in there. Before I do that, I want to do my holes in this one first, because it'd be easier while it's a whole can. So what I'm going to use, I got my drill, and a lot of people use like little push pins to push holes in it. I'm just going to use a real small drill bit. This is a honestly, I don't know. I can't see it about mine. But anyway, it's tiny. I mean, it's about the size of a, I guess, a push pin. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put holes. Stand up here. I'm going to start here. You can do it like, here's the lip. If you notice there's like a little offset right there, do it inside that offset right there. Around. I already started my first one right there. So, put one like all the way around it. Exact opposite side. Then do the same on the side. And just go around putting holes in it about every, I guess, 1/4 inch apart or so. You can put as many as you want. It helps to have a few. Cooks better, hotter. Sounds like it's really going faster now. Okay. Right there's what we're left with. See all these holes all the way around this little ledge right here. And then what you want to do is do a slightly larger hole in the middle right there. Let me take this bit here out, and I'll show you why in just a second. why you want to do that. I'm gonna take that out, put that back in there. Then I want to do, honestly I don't know what size these drill bits are, I've got them all mixed up, but this is, if you make a couple of them, you'll see what you're doing. Then drill right dead in the center of this thing with this. Kind of water it out a little bit. So you got a whole dead center right there. Right there. You can do one or two if you want. I normally just do one. That's perfectly fine right there. Take this back out and put it in here. Alright, that's all we need that for. Let me get the rest of my stuff ready and I'll be right back on the next step. Alright guys, as I was saying there, what we're left here is with this Dr. Pepper can. The only thing I done on this one is drill the holes like I showed you, and then I drilled the slightly bigger hole in the center. And I'll show you what that's for here in a minute. So what we need to do is do the same way as we mark this one and cut it. Just basically put this Sharpie right on it like that right there. Well, the other end. And spin it right around on that Sharpie to make you a straight line to cut. And barely shit. Alright, now we got a line all the way around it. Need to cut this one a little better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and just kind of cut it. And then cut it close, but not on the line. All around it like that. Kind of get the bulk of it off. Then I'll go back and trim it. Alright. Okay. Now all I'm going to do is go around it and trim it on that black line. Best I can anyway. Like I said, it ain't got to be perfect, but you want it to be kind of close and kind of straight, because them jagged edges will cut you. They'll lay you open. Paint right quick. These things would be good for like taking to camp, you know, camping. They actually sell, I guess, store-bought versions of this. And like I said, there's a blue million versions of this on the line on YouTube of how to do this. This is just how I sat around, fiddle around, do it. Okay. Like I said, these would be good for camping, emergencies, just something you can throw together to have to where you can heat your water, boil your water, your food, cook your food. And I got a way, we have a way that we use these things to actually use to cook. And I'll be showing you all that in just a minute as soon as I get it made. There's a couple little jagged edges on there, but it ain't bad. So this out of the way. Okay, here's like what we have. There's a little bit of Mountain Dew left in that one. That one's good. Okay, here's the bottom. Okay, and that's the top. I'll show you how they go together. I can't find on any of those pliers, but these will have to work. You just take the bottom of this thing and just kind of grab it like that. Just kind of kink it like that all the way around it. Toward it kind of tapers in at the top. Kind of do it about the same all the way around. Don't want to cut it or anything like that. Just kind of turn it around just like that all the way around. Like that, and that's kind of like what you want. So it's kind of flared in a little bit. Okay, before I put it together, you can just pour the alcohol or whatever fuel. We use rubbing alcohol. Just straight isopropyl alcohol, just rubbing alcohol is what we call it. But you can take about anything you want. We take these cotton balls and we just kind of pack this bottom full. It's more like a wick. It'll serve as a wick. Kind of put a few in there like that. And see, it's kind of packed in there a little bit. I'll put a couple more in there. One there and one there. Like I said, it kind of absorbs the alcohol. It's like a wick. Okay, now what you want to do is take this top and cap it right on top of it, just like that. When it goes up in there, put too much of that cotton ball in there, it'll be hard to get on there just like it is now, but it'll go. Have to be patient with it, just like that. Okay, push it on there, just like that. And right there's what you're left with. You take this little 2x4 and tap it on there a little bit more. Alright, right there's what you're left with. To the bottom, no holes. The top is one with the holes. Alright, you can kind of see that in there. And you just take the alcohol. Will you hand me that plate over there? Because I don't want to pour this on the bar. We use these things right here like we use on our candles. We showed you how we make the heaters, the candles heaters. This is the bottom, the clay pot bottom. You can take this thing, set it right in there, and just pour your alcohol in it and let it absorb down in there. It just takes a while to do it this way because it's got absorbed in there. That's why a lot of people put more than one hole in there. I mean, we can if it takes forever to absorb, so we can probably go back and put a couple more holes in it. That way it kind of wicks it faster. Yeah, let me do that. I'll go put a couple more holes in it. You don't have to put the holes in it if you're patient and wait on it and like go down. So I'm gonna take this same drill bit. You don't have to have a drill. You can do this with a push pin. Like I said, I'm gonna go put a couple more holes in it. It's actually rolling up on that daggone cotton. So probably if you're gonna do this, I'd do it before you put the cotton in it. Poke it down there a little bit. You might be able to. We'll put one more in just in case. Okay. And take that same drill bit and just poke that cotton back down in there. That thing's on there. Okay. Just take this drill bit. That cotton, whenever you take this drill bit, you should have done this before. I'm just showing you. Then you just take this drill bit and poke that cotton. Just pack it in there real good. That way the alcohol will go past the hole there. I mean, it'll soak in there faster if you do it this way. If not, it'll take it a little while to absorb down in there. Let's try that. Okay, yeah, it's soaking in there good now. And if you spill some in this thing right here, it's okay because that's kind of how you're gonna light it. You have to have like a one of these or what do you call them things? A towel, like a ceramic towel or something to set this on. Something that's fireproof. I wouldn't just set it on my table or nothing like that. No, that's enough. That's pretty full actually. I mean, it's pretty full. You can take and get a frying pan or anything like that and put this under. Well, I'll show you how we do it, but let that set there for just a minute. But like I said, don't worry about spilling it because that's kind of how you're going to light it. It'll light that and it'll kind of get it primed, what they call priming it, I guess is a term that everybody uses. This in here. Okay. Well, that's pretty much ready. Let's see if we can get the light. I'm prepared. You'll know when it lights. I'm going to have to pour a little bit in the bowl. Pour a little bit on it. Okay. There we go. Probably want to get this away from it though. It takes it a minute to take off. A new one, the old one though, should wick pretty quick. You can feel the heat coming off that. We'll have to, doesn't burn all that off. I need that long lighter. Kind of hard to show them. Well, it kind of keeps going out because it ain't primed yet, but well, I didn't know it had that flip top lid on it.
Not bad, it's fine.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it really don't matter. It'll take off so it's burning. Let me turn this light here off. You got to get it to take off. I guess what they call prime it. Keep laying to it. It's actually burning now. Blue flame around. You can use different kinds of fuel for it too. They got that what's called heat that you can add into your gasoline. You can use that. So it's taking off now. Okay. There we go. You can see the flame on it. It's still burning, but the new, like I said, the new ones are just more, I guess, tedious to get the light. And you don't have to put the cotton in it. What's actually causing it not to light so fast now is actually the cotton, but it will take off. I mean, it's burning now, actually. Alright guys, it just took it a few minutes that we got it going. So, it's actually very hot in here, so I'm going to hurry and put this out. So, actually what we have is one of the old grates off of, like one of the gas stoves like that. And it fits perfectly on here like this. Just like that. And then you can just take your pot, boil your water, like that. You know, put your water in and boil it. It gets pretty hot pretty quick. These things get hot quick. Or like little frying pans, you know, set it right on there. Fry your eggs in it, whatever you want to do. Cook food, whatever you want to cook in it, you can cook in it. And cook a steak in it or anything like that. It'll get, the longer it burns, it gets a more of a blue flame, and that's like it's a very, very hot fire because it's alcohol. But just make sure you keep it on something fireproof like this. And these little grates right here work perfect for this because it just caps right over top of it, and the flame is like, I'm gonna say, 1.5 inches or so from the pan. Once you put the pan on there, maybe 2 inches, something like that. But can you see it in the video, like how good the fire is? Under it right there.
Yeah.
That's burning, and it gets hot quick. So that's kind of like, that's how we do if we need to, you know, like if we run out of gas or something like that, and we're here and if it snows or something like that, we want to run out, and don't want to run out and get gas or anything like that. If we run out, we can light this thing up and cook breakfast. We can cook dinner on it, whatever.
It's too hot to use the wood stove?
Yeah, if it's too hot for the wood stove. We actually take this thing right here and we set it on top of the wood stove. Anything with an open fire like this, even the candles and stuff that we done, we set them on the wood stove because, you know, it's a solid steel stove. So, one thing I didn't show is right dead in the center where those holes are at. These things are called a penny stove. But ours is a quarter stove today because that's all I had. Right that center, the hole you put in the center right there, you take a quarter and throw it on top of that hole, and it kind of keeps the flame from flaming out in the center. It's more of the eye effect, the gas stove. That's with the quarter slid over a little bit. Okay, and here's the quarter pushed back over the hole. You can tell the difference. It's more of a controlled burn this way right here. Well, now you can see a little bit, so I'll just slide this quarter over a little bit. And so now the flame, and then push your quarter back over the hole, or penny, whatever you got. They're called penny stoves, and that's why. And then see, now you got more of a controlled burn, more like a gas type stove like we have over here. So, I mean, they work good. I mean, like I said, in an emergency, you can cook your food. You can take it camping, but I mean, that's a lot of stuff to take camping. It's more of a, I guess, a prepper type thing, you know, emergency type thing, as opposed to camping this type. You can buy them like this that are for camping, but I mean, I don't want to carry a bottle of rubbing alcohol, and it's great, and all that stuff with me if I go camping in my backpack or something like that, unless somebody makes something more, I guess, compact. Well, actually, they do. You can actually buy these little things.
Or unless
for
you're
camping, yeah.
throwing it in a bug out bag.
Yeah, well, you could do that. But even at that, I mean, you still got a lot of stuff to carry like that. This is more for like at-home cooking, I would say. I mean, you can use it for whatever you think you need to use it for, but like I said, you can cook right on it, just like that. Works perfectly fine. And that's just as good of a burner as we have on our gas stove over here. So, like I said, you can use it for frying. It's a little pot from Walmart right here, like coffee pot. Stick it on there. It don't take it long to start boiling. I'm not gonna leave it on there that long because it's hot in here, and I'm gonna blow this thing out. These things, like I said, these things get really hot. I mean, you can feel it. It's like that's a heater in itself right there. I mean, honestly, you put that on top of that Cerakote pot, you know.
Yeah, you could use it.
We might try that too, just to see what kind of heat it puts. That's something I've never done, is cap one of those pots around it to put out heat, because I mean, that thing's hot. Just that in itself. I would have to set these blocks up like that. Really don't want to do all this on this bar. Scratch the bar up, but we'll just kind of demonstrate here just a little bit. Okay, just take your pot and sit right on it. Yeah, that's hot. I mean, you can already feel the heat coming out of the hole. Will actually burn you.
Oh yeah.
And that's probably a good 10 times hotter than the candle deal we do. Yeah. Well, we ain't never tried this. I ain't never put this under it, so never really thought about it until now. But yeah, oh, that's hot. Ooh, that's gonna twinge your hair off. But anyway, when you want to put it out, this thing right here, like I said, these handy stuff like this, handy to save. Just take and set that over here where it don't burn the bar. Just blow it out. That's all there to it. Or you could take something and cap over it, you know. But I'd let it set for a little while, make sure it's out before you like put it up or anything like that. So anyway, guys, that's just one way. Like, you know, if we have to in an emergency, how we're going to cook that morning, that evening. Like if it snows, like I said, if we can't get out, just throw something like this together. Because we always got cans laying around, you know, in the trash and stuff like that, because we drink a lot of drinks and stuff. And then you should have a lot of alcohol and stuff like that in your supplies. You should have, we do, for emergencies and stuff like that, peroxide and stuff like that. The alcohol works best, but like I said, there's several different kinds of stuff you can use. It's like there's a million videos of this stuff online on YouTube, and this is just how we do it in emergency, like I said. Anyway, don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. Alright, we'll be back in a few days with another video. Thank you.